Good morning, people. Just heading out to the workshop to get a wee bit of exercise. Tells you how little exercise I get. I've just been out there and I thought I'd pop back in and grab yous and drag you back out here with me. But yesterday I'd set up to do these panels, all of them, for all the holes in the sides of the panels. And I'm about to set up and start doing the holes in the bottom of the panel. And that straight away got me thinking, hang on, David, these are probably the more important set of holes. You've got 2 dowel in a screw and 2 dowel in a screw, but what about the middle section? I'd made the decision that I don't need them. And I thought, well, hang on. I didn't really need them up here either. So I did a whole lot of drilling that was unnecessary. But beneficial? Well, yeah, it may be beneficial, but unnecessary. But it got me to thinking. And the reason I did that was I had in the back of my mind, for some reason, this thing here and the requirement for where you put the holes, because as you step the guide itself across, you use this spacer to insert into the holes and space this out to move it. That meant that I had to have an extra set of holes. Well, no, I didn't at all, as it turned out, but but that was in the back of my mind. So when I came to do this, I put those extra set of holes in here using the bar, which was also totally unnecessary, which is particularly stupid. And so all of these holes in the middle are pretty much redundant and very unlikely to ever be made use of. Darn it. Now, it could be that I put extra dowels in there. Yeah, I could. But why would I? Because that means the corresponding extra set of dowels in the shelves. And that's what those holes are for. It's to place those shelves at this point. Just screws would be enough, let alone dowels. But with dowels, and there may not even be 2 dowels in that position and a screw. It may be just 1 dowel and a screw. 1 dowel and a screw. It's probably all that's needed to support a shelf. How did I get to the Jesus, it has annoyed me when I realised just I'm overdoing the job for no benefit whatsoever. The shelf pins are just 2 pins supporting a shelf, because that's all that shelf will ever need. Yes, the shelves that are fixed in are semi-structural, but how many of those do you need? And my suggestion would be 1. Maybe 1 shelf could be considered structural, just to give it some rigidity to the actual cabinet itself. Even that's not 100% true, and one of the reasons being the length of the panel, stood vertically, is not going to flex much, so it doesn't really need panels in the middle holding it together, being structural panels. And that's what I mean, rigidity, or giving me rigidity to the cabinet. So, long story short, I've probably done a whole lot of drilling that was totally unnecessary. And ditto down here, as I was saying about these are more structural than the ones in the middle of the panel. But there's likely only going to be that number of dowels and screws, 2 dowels there and a screw, 2 dowels and a screw. That's it. Because the units are also going to be, bounded by end panels. Well, those end panels are giving rigidity to the whole structure. It's not a standalone unit. So, darn it. But it also means that now, when I go to set up to do these holes, I no longer have to do those extra ones, and I should do it just that much more speedily. Now, actually, I've got a point about that, actually. Hang on, I'll just get this up here. The use of the side panel, the drop-down vertical panel, again, I can't overstate the appreciation of having such a facility in my workshop. That is why the majority of people making a workbench would have that also in theirs. And that's where I've seen people using these sorts of things, and I'm going, is it really that necessary? Oh yeah. Well, is it that beneficial? And it's, oh yeah, yes it is. And doing this sort of work proves it to be beneficial. So easy. Just lift it up, put it there in place. And in my situation, I am sliding it to the side and adding, hang on, I'll just get it in place, and adding a clamp to stop everything peeling off, because I haven't got any fixture to hold the actual vertical panel back to my mounting rail yet. But now I can place my drill guide in place, and I've got another set of hands because this is aiding me to achieve this. Whereas previously, and it just shows you how inefficient I'd done things, all the other cabinetry, if this was part of the process, had to be done kind of like balancing and clamping in a totally different way, inefficient way. That, brilliant. So now I know why so many people have those in their workbench. And if you haven't, well, maybe consider putting one in. And if you're following the Sketchy Builder approach, if you've got your MFT top or an MFT style of top like this, put a mounting rail like this, pin it into place with, just mounting it. I do recommend probably having some additional proper, mechanical fixings in there, like screws or something to hold it all together. And then you can clamp your item being worked on just like that. Epi. Now, this was something that I may want to have a wee bit more of a think about. Part of the problem of using this, it's a very manageable problem, but it's short. It only really does 3 holes at one go. And then you use the spacer to move it along your panel wherever you need the positions. You move it along the panel, making use of the spacer bar. So I need to be able to place that spacer bar in that hole, register this up against it, and drill my holes. No problem in doing that, but wouldn't it be nice to have the equivalent of that with that in it? So, Enjoywood, if you're listening, you should give me royalties on this one. Those 2 bars, are the same width. So, in this, you could make the same number of holes, just, further spaced apart, with a vertical panel to allow this bar to function like this. So yes, it is, like these holes here are only an extension of these. So you've got multiple various positions that you can put the 3 combination of drill guides. But having these holes offset in the bar itself means that this bar can be mounted to this rail, making your drill guide not just that, but that as well. Come on, that must be possible. The pins that can go in there are these here, so they're already made. You've already got your design. All I'm suggesting is that, say, these individual holes, which are for your thicknesses of your actual melamine to be utilised, can be drilled there further apart. So as I said, I'll repeat myself, same number of holes spread out further. Now this is still very handy for those smaller items, but that would be fantastic for doing that in one go. One setup, push up against the registration pin, and all of your holes are drilled in the panel in one go. You've already seen the logic of making a rail this long, and I think it's about, I thought it was 800, but it might not be. 800 long. It's not that. It's 600 long, surely. Yeah, 670. So it's 670 long. So that's for doing your, like a cabinet. Like a cabinet being, 600 wide, thereabouts, in general. But with that additional capability in this rail, so they're two separate items, but just by having the holes there ready to add, yeah. Come on, give me royalties for that one. Set it up, drill the holes. Don't need that. Yay. Got to be a good idea. No, I'm not going to copy it, because the engineering required of that, you do need proper engineering. The accuracy of that, the vertical plate, because it's got a little bit of an offset to give you a 0.5 mil difference, for the pins, etc. It's quite a bit of work in that, a bit of engineering. Anyway, I thought that was a really good idea. So if I see it now, and this is the August 2026, yeah, my idea first. Just saying. Anyway, there you go. I'd rather someone use that idea for themselves than me only think about it and never produce it, because, that's being a bit short-sighted and a bit self-centered. But, yeah, I reckon someone would be able to use that. Rightio, better get some work done. Do a few more holes in these, and then I can start to do a dry assembly, because, actually just thinking, when I go to do the bases, I've got to check that the measurements as I have cut them allow for panel on each end and one in the middle and those two shelves, because I've got an inkling that these haven't been dimensioned down to the last degree, last few millimeters. I cut them, as I want to do, I cut them oversize so that I can cut them down to make them fit the shelves. So I better go check that first anyway, but I'll do that, and then anyway I'll do some more work and feel like I've achieved something this morning, because there's not much of the morning left. Rightio. See you later. Like that idea. Okay, see you later now. Bye.